Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Danielle. I'm the Envy Slow Stitcher here on Instagram. Oh, this is like take number 7. I think I'm just gonna go with it. So here on YouTube and on Instagram. I thought I would get on tonight and kind of chit chat with you, show you what I've been working on, give you some life updates, practice with the lighting. I have the Ring camera turned all the way, no, almost all the way down. And then I have a little light in the middle of the little room here. Hopefully that works, because I struggle with the lighting a lot. Like, it looks really good when I'm videoing, but then when I upload, it's really bright and washed out. So I'm not, still trying to figure that out. Hopefully I can get it figured out eventually. But let's kind of hop right into things. So life events, not a whole lot going on. Denim, my stepson, still not talking to us, still upset with us, so no contact there. Kayla and Connor, they're doing well. Connor is, I believe, just about ready to be celebrating 6 months with his girlfriend. They're very happy and we love her. She's a doll. Kayla, she's doing well, just working and enjoying her Jeep and, you know, doing adult things. Kyle and I are doing well. He will go down, well, we will go down to Vegas the end of May. He needs to have some surgery done. Other than that, just been working and stitching, doing a lot of stitching. I think there's only been about 3, maybe 4 nights this month that I haven't stitched. So yeah, I'm kind of excited about that. It's been nice to get the needle back to the cloth. I do have 3 new starts, and I think I worked on 5 whips, 2 purchases, and I did some frogging on 1 other project that I wasn't too happy about, but it was either that or live with the mistake that I could see that my eye was drawn right to. So let's get into it. So my first new start is Pledge of Allegiance by Plum Street Sampler. And this is, oh, and I did decide to move the camera a little closer. Hopefully that works out pretty good. But this is what it's supposed to look like. And I am doing mine on, if I can get situated here, 16 count Aida by Zweigart. It was like a light blue that I was going to do it on, but I wasn't really kind of liking it. So I did coffee tea dye the fabric, and then I used some Ritz dye, the dark brown, scarlet, and pearl gray. And not a huge start on this, but a start. I do really kind of like this fabric. I love the color of it. So that's where I am on that one. I do need to buy some more, what is it? Grits? Weeks. Yeah, Weeks Dye Work grits. I don't have enough. I am using all the called for DMC floss. I'm doing the DMC on that one. And then my next new start, which I think is my favorite start, is Quaker Farmhouse by Blueberry Ridge, and it's designed by Lori and Emily Pengley, I think is how you say their name. These two I got, They were at the Nashville market. I just love this one. And I am doing it on 16 count. For those of you that watch my channel, I hope you didn't fall over when I said 16 count, because I am traditionally a 14 count girl. Never really have strayed. I've never really strayed away from that. So 16 count has been kind of fun. Really no different than 14 count, with the exception of it is a little bit smaller. But I am doing this one on 16 count Heartland by Picture This Plus, with all the called for DMC. And that's where I am on this one. I really love this one. It's been like that border. It's been really fun. I had a hard time putting it down. I've been trying to spend 3 days on each project. Pledge of Allegiance and this one, Quaker Farmhouse, I only spent 2 days on. Just because working at the bowling alley kind of got in the way of that. I don't know what I was going to say. This one, my next one, is 4th of July Bucket Brigade by Stitching with the Housewives. And my iPad's about ready to die, so hopefully it lasts. So this is what it's supposed to look like. And I am doing this one. Oh, I don't remember the name of the fabric or the designer of the fabric, and I forgot I had it in my little Nerge hoop. But it's a dark gray, and I am using all the called for classic colorworks, with the exception of I did change baking tin to black coffee, because the baking tin blended in too much to the fabric. That's where I am on that one. So just a little start. I got to noticing that I really don't have a lot of like spring cross stitch. I don't have a lot of spring decorations, period, let alone cross stitch. I don't have a lot of summer cross stitch. So I think I'm going to try to sprinkle some of that in with all of my whips and stuff to maybe get some done before summer so I can actually display some stuff. So those are all my new starts. And then my whips. Whips. This should have been a finish, but I ran out of floss. So this one is Merry Stitchmas by Plum Street Sampler. This one's been fun. I did, this one I got at the Jingle Ball. Started it at, I think I started a little bit before the Jingle Ball. But I messed up on the counting because it's, what is it, 1/2. So I messed up quite a bit on that. So I used a lot of the red, Lancaster red by Weeks Dye Works. So I ran out. And literally all I have left to do for a finish is 3 stitches on that and 3 stitches on that. And my Lancaster red hasn't come in yet. But honestly, this, once I got the hang of it, it really was a fun stitch. Will I do another one? Not 100% sure. I do worry though, like, have any of you done the bags and do you use them? Like, I worry about catching the back. So if you do use yours, did you put like maybe some felt in there so you wouldn't catch the stitches and rip them out? That's what I'm kind of thinking of doing, like getting like a red felt or a green felt. I guess you could even do white. That would probably blend in pretty good. And like doing like a border where the felt is around it. So that way it kind of encloses the back so you can use the bag and not worry about snagging the stitches. So I'll have to finish that and then play around with some felt and stuff and see what I think. Vader's kind of whining at the back door. And actually it looks like it's gonna rain and maybe do some thundering and lightning, which will be nice. We haven't had a lot of weather lately. So yeah, we definitely need the moisture. So my next whip is Christmas Cubbies by Debbie Mitchell. I kind of forgot there's a lot of a lot of quarter stitches in here, and whew, I forgot how that can be. I kind of messed up in one little area that I did this past month, but I'm gonna leave it and kind of go with it. Try not to stress about it. And this is done on 14 count, just white Aida. One of those ones that come rolled up in a tube. I think they're called, are they by Charles Crafts, I think. And this is where I am. I think the last time I showed it, I was like up there by the mantle. So I have done quite a bit on this one. And this was 3 days of work. So I feel pretty accomplished there. But I messed up. I think it's up in here somewhere. Somewhere in like the flames there. I put a quarter stitch going the wrong direction. But in the big picture, I don't think anyone's going to be able to tell. I honestly don't know if I will be able to see it without looking at the pattern. But so when I learned how to cross stitch, the lady that taught me, she always told me that you do the back stitch when you're done with the whole project. You cross stitch everything and then you go back and do the back stitch. Is that what you ladies do? Gentlemen, you ladies and gentlemen? Do you wait till all the stitching is done? Because I'm thinking of just going in and doing the back stitch as I go. Because it doesn't look like there's a lot of like long stitches that would get caught on stuff. So I'm thinking about doing that. And that way there at the end, I can just finish it and get it up. But I love this one. I am using all the called for DMC floss. And this one I chose to do 3 strands. And now I'm kind of regretting that a little bit. But I love it. Love it, love it. One of my favorites. And then this one I forgot to show last time. I have worked on it since my last floss tube too, but this one is Wintertime by It's So Emma. It was a fat quarterly bag that we got a couple years ago. So this one is Wintertime. And this one is done on 14 count Aida that I dyed with Ritz dye. I used cherry red, I think it's aquamarine, and pearl gray. And this is where I am on this one. I do kind of worry, I don't know if you can see it here on the panda, or not panda. Apparently I don't know my animals. On the polar bear, here on the white, you can kind of see some of the pink through it. So I hope, I don't know, I hope it's just me being me and being too critical of my stitching. But I think I might be able to hopefully get this one done this next month. It'd be nice to finally have it done. When did I even start this? Oh, I don't know if I want to say. It's kind of embarrassing. I started it February 7th of 2024. That is kind of embarrassing. Like, why is it taking me so long? But 2 years. Ay, ay, ay. My next one is The Collectors by Autumn Lane Stitchery. This one, again, here I go being critical on myself again, but this one I am stitching on 14 count Aida. I don't remember the color, or I want to, it's not Fabric Flare, Fiber on a Whim. It's Fiber on a Whim, but I don't remember the color. I am using all the called for floss, DMC floss. But as you guys know, with black, you always have that peekaboo from the fabric, and I hate that. So sometimes I'm a little too critical on it, but I just need to get it done because it's really kind of cool. But I believe the last time I showed it, I was up in here somewhere. So I've gotten all this done and his eyes. I'm close to a page finish. There's a little thing in here that I need to do. And then there's a collector, the start of a collector back in here. And then more of his cloak, gown, body. I don't know what it would be. I don't know what you would call it. But that's where I am on that one. And I did write down somewhere when I started it. Did I write it on the pattern? That's usually where I write things, is on the patterns. Oh, I can't show you the pattern. At the top of it. But yes, so I started it somewhere in April of 2022. That's why I call myself the Envy Slow Stitcher. I'm pretty slow at it. But that's okay. I'm taking my time and trying to love that one. And then my final whip, which all of those, with the exception of the Christmas Cubby, all got 2 days. Christmas Cubby did get 3 days, I believe. My next whip is Joy to the World by Little House Needleworks. Sadly, this one has only gotten 1 day, which I will continue because I just worked on it Wednesday and then I worked last night. So here's what it looks like. I absolutely adore this one. This one is beautiful. Beautiful. And I love the way it's coming out. I am doing it on 14 count. Just some Ada that I had in stock. Again, apparently I own my own store and have stock instead of stash. This is where I am. I got this little motif done. But I just love it. I love the colors. I love the pattern. Just love it. 14 count. I don't think I said what color. It's like an oatmeal-y color that I just had in stash. Oh yeah, beautiful. And I'm surprised, I think I said this in my last video, I'm actually quite surprised that I haven't seen more people working on it. So that's all. Oh yeah, no, that's all my whips. And I'm only 21 minutes in, and I'm almost done. Talking too fast. I'm not giving you a whole lot of jibber jabber. Maybe I need to learn how to do that. And then this is the one that I had to rip out. I don't remember. I think I showed it. I showed it in my last video. So it's Poinsettia by Carol Manning. And I was up in this block and I made a mistake over in here. And I just could not. I really tried getting past that mistake and going with it, but it's kind of symmetrical, as you can see. You know, I mean, it's you know, so when you make a mistake here, you either have to copy the mistake or just go with it. And I couldn't, so I had to rip it out. So I ripped out all that red, pretty much all the white with the exception of this one, which I think I'm going to have to pull that out too. And the reason why I had to pull it all out is I couldn't tell where my stitches, where I ended my stitches or started my stitches. I'll show you my back. Because, you know, I don't know about you guys, but I go under my other stitches. So yeah, I couldn't really tell. So I just cut the top stitches and ripped it all out. But hopefully I can get back to this one. This one I've been doing for a while also. My husband bought me this for Christmas, Christmas of 2022. And I started this one April of 2023. So that one, 3 years. I have a lot of old whips that I kind of need to get going on. And my two purchases, if the iPad hasn't died, we have 6%. My two purchases, let me find them really fast, because, you know, I couldn't be ready with that, is, so this one is called Scandinavian Winter by Twin Peak Primatives. And my coworker asked me to stitch something for his mom for Christmas. So I'm going to stitch this for her. But he didn't like the alphabet in it. So I'm going to take the alphabet out and put her last name in there with the snowflakes. And maybe move it up a little bit because that'll obviously be too big. But so just her last name in there. And she's not a fan of red, apparently, which kind of breaks my heart because I love red. But I decided on, what is it called? Dark Stormy Sea by Fabric Flare. So I'm going to do it on this. It's 14 count. And it is big enough. Plotted it all out. And I'm going to do it with DMC 3865. So I thought that would look nice. I thought that was like a nice dark enough blue to give it a good contrast and kind of like a wintry color. And then I'm going to stitch it for me on red. 14 count. And then my next purchase is, it's just called Floral House. Oh, Floral Horse. And I got it on Etsy. I didn't get a picture of the name of the Etsy store. This one is absolutely beautiful. My coworker and I were looking for patterns that he thought his mom would like, and she's really big into horses. This one I definitely cannot have done by Christmas because it's like 260,000 stitches, I think. But it's beautiful. I love it. So I will stitch that for her. I'll probably start it this summer. And then just take my time with it. And then if I like it enough, I'll stitch it for me. So plans. I took a lot of notes. I even wrote up a whole intro and life events and all that stuff. And this is like take 8, I think. Because I tried doing this 7 times and it just felt really forced, and it didn't feel like me. Like, for those of you that watch my videos, I think you know that a lot of times I do kind of stumble through. But to me, that kind of feels more natural. That's who I am in real life. There are a lot of times we stumble through our words. So why try to force something and not feel comfortable in your videos? So I'm just going to look over my forward plan notes to see what I wrote. So I wrote, continue with the rotation I have been doing. So I have to confess. I will have Alexa, hopefully she didn't hear that, I will have Alexa randomly pick numbers. That's what I've been doing this last month. So I'll count how many whips are in my little basket here, and I'll say, Alexa, will you randomly pick a number between 1 and 8? And she'll give me a number. And then I work on that. So that's been kind of helpful. I'm going to set her up to remind me every 3 days to ask her to pick a number. And then I think I said this in the beginning, I need to start some small projects so I can have some more finishes, and maybe have some more stuff to display. I've realized I give away a lot of cross stitch, I think, or I just don't finish cross stitch. And then I want to start the dimension stockings that my son got me for Christmas. That one I'm doing for my husband. I want to get some more patriotic, summery, springy patterns. I was looking through, I have 2 binders here, and most of them are Halloween and Christmas, which is okay, but I really need to get some spring and fall and summer. And I think that's really about all I have for you. So I will continue to stitch. I'm going to make it a priority to stitch on the Pledge of Allegiance, because I really would like to have that one done by 4th of July. That's a big goal for me. On Quaker Farmhouse, because I love that one. I loved when I saw the pattern, I fell in love with it, but I honestly didn't realize how much I was going to love it until I started stitching on it. And yeah, I really didn't want to put it down, but it's just so, I don't know why. It just speaks to me. Speaks to me so much. So yeah, those 2 are a priority. Starting the one for my coworker, because that one I have to have done by Christmas. I actually have to have it done before Christmas because he needs time to, he's going to make a frame and put it in the frame it. I do need to take a day to kind of put away all the floss that I have in little totes up there, just sitting there, waiting to go back into their organizer. And I'm not 100% sure when I'm going to do my next floss tube, just because my husband, Kyle, he has a surgery on the 29th. So we got to go to Vegas the 28th. So we'll be down there the night of the 28th. 29th of surgery, we'll stay that night, and then come home the 30th. So I don't know if I'll try to do it the day before we leave, or probably not while I'm in Vegas. So it'll either be the end of May or that very June 1st, somewhere in there. So with that, I want to take a moment and thank everyone for watching my video. It really does warm my heart when I see how many views I get. I do appreciate you taking the time out of your day or night to watch my channel. I hope you like what you see. If you do like my videos, if you could please hit the like button and maybe think about subscribing, I would be appreciative of that. And then I invite you all to show me what you're working on. I would love to see that. So thank you. Have a good night, guys. Bye. And in this mess, I have no idea where the clicker is, so I'm just going to reach and turn you off. Have a good night, guys.